Yeah, yeah. Rather than I'm going to do a silly. Um, I'll do one of my what do you call it? My thing updates. Yeah, there. After this, but this is just me being serious for a moment. It's how would I put it? I call it my yeah, just the year gone by. So I had my birthday yesterday, so you could say it's like the year in review for me. I um I did put out things sort of like making a promise, but when other people are not willing to come to the party, you put it out there. It's like right, come and sit at the table. Uh, you know, sit down. And think like they just treat you like shit. Um, well, fuck them. Uh, I've got no a fair few people over the last year going are really cool, really nice. You know, their hearts are in the right place. And they're decent people. Others, well, yeah. All I can say is, yeah, they got props. They're sad bags. No. And I suspect a few things, a few really fucking sad and nasty things which have been done. And I've come to realise that this has been something that's been going on a long time. Uh, you can't prove it. That's the joke. But that's the way that some people work. That they ain't decent enough to be honest. And that so, but it happens. Um, as last year wasn't the greatest year I've had. I've gone through. I've had some moments. I've had some really top moments, and I've had really a lot of down moments. An awful lot of down moments. Um, the top moments was uh, individual or individuals that helped me get pay for the surgery. That was brilliant. That really was. Um, that uh, blew me away. So that and just thank him. That was a beautiful thing, and I'm going to pay that money back. That's one thing I promised to do because I always pay my debts back. Once upon a time I mightn't, but I do now. Like I've always tried to pay back in some way. Um, so that was a huge highlight for me. Um, the other highlight was buying myself a Triumph, buying myself a Triumph America. That that was my that was my Christmas present to myself with a little bit of help to enable me to finance it. And I've got debts to pay back in regards to that too. So yeah, that's that was pretty cool. That was wonderful. Um, I feel like I've been made into like King Tantalus in hell at times. And what can I do? Um, certain people have played their games and they'll keep playing these stupid, pathetic games and never grow up. Uh, and the problem is they're not willing to face up to their own guilt, which is yeah, which is sad. But what can you do about these individuals? You can't do much. Um, I think everyone. we all come across these people in life. They'll come across and pretend to be as sweet as hell to you. Underneath it, it's just bullshit. It's just all a facade. Pathetic, sad facade. And rather than dealing with their own guilt and their own actions, they transfer it and they turn around and they hand out guilt. Well, not guilt, but they make you the owner of guilt. They hand out their bullshit and dump it on you instead of bloody dealing with their own actions and twist strings so they can justify the way they treat you. No. Rather than facing up that, yeah, well, you did something until you face up to it. No. Rather than trying to fucking dump it on other people. Well, you're never going to change. Sooner or later, you're going to get caught out. And when you eventually get caught out, what are you going to do? No. Pathetic. It's sad, real. No. Yeah, there was my little very soapbox moment. But I have often had the feeling that, and I know things have been stolen from me. Things have been taken from me they should never have been taken. I know it sounds silly, but I've had this feeling for a long time. And I think this all feeds into, which I've been dealing with, the issues I've been dealing with this year is really starting to deal with was I now understand that I suffer from disassociation. And the triggers extreme violence towards me, triggers it, and deep affection for women, or love, true love. And in other words, this all comes back from me being abused as a child and other events, both sexually and physically, and other events that occurred have caused this to me. So, fear of fatherhood, throwing fear of fatherhood, fear of children, of actually being a parent, like it scared the friggin' daylights out of me. Oh, there I go. Now, well, it's probably too late. No matter what. Yeah, here I am. And the ultimate expression of love, of me being truly in love, disassociation. Sounds like a joke. I often play it as a joke, but underneath there's a lot of sadness. So, probably, I said before, I probably ended up hurting people I never want, the people I love the most. I probably hurt them. I haven't meant to. I didn't know because I just wiped it from my memory, wiped it from my mind. And there is certain people that the association of their name with mine in regards to me would at one stage would cause me to just black it out completely. If someone even come up to talk to me, that moment would be wiped from my mind, and I realise it doesn't happen now. I'm aware of it. So, in some regards, that's something I've come to realise. And I'm wanting to get beyond it. I'm working through it to get beyond it. I often think, And that's where it ties back in. I feel like there was something stolen from me. I know there was things have been taken from me that should never have been taken, and it just leaves me feel so sad. I know I'm not the only one in the world with problems and issues and that, and suffer from trauma and all manner of things. But here I'm talking about me. I often joke and play things off. And I even made disassociation into a bit of a joke. But underneath it, the joke comes from a place where it really hurts. And leaves me feeling sad and regretful. And ultimately, there's this feeling I feel like something was taken. It should never have been taken from me. And I feel ashamed. And I felt guilt. There's people out there that I never meant to hurt, but I hurt them. I should never have. But there was no one there who would step up and try to help me. There must have been people which were aware in the past. They were aware of this about me. And rather than help, some people just thought, oh, I'll just keep away. And others probably took advantage of that situation. And this is where I'm at. I'm finally trying to deal with it. Sometimes that's all you need is the person to help rather than the bloody hurt. I didn't mean to stagger into this like this, get into... No. All I can do... I can just keep working. I just try to do the right thing. There's certain people I've come to realise that, well, I've suspected for a fair while, for a fair time, that they'd rather pull you down. And you don't really need those individuals. No one needs those type. They'll pull you down, they'll drag you down, they'll find a way to bloody try to drag you down to their level. Why? Because they're not willing to try to change their lives. And if they can keep everyone at the same level, then they have control. And I say to those out there, no, don't. Don't play their game. Don't be lured into it, because the object of theirs is to lure you in. And they don't give a fuck about you. They never do. It's all about them. And when they've got people staying at their level, well, they think they've got a bit of control over things. And if you if you go along with it, well, then that's what happens. You hand over your bloody self-determination to someone else, and you shouldn't do that. I know it's hard. We all want to fit in, but why fit in when you sacrifice your own values and beliefs for someone else to drag yourself down, but take you out of where you want to be? And that's what it's about. It's got to be about where you are, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to. I stopped drinking because I've got too many things I've got to do. I've got a vast array of things I need to do, and I love drinking. But I know what it results in, and by that I don't want to live that way anymore. I'm tired of it. I've got to live my way, which is, I'm not going into as the writer, sort of poet, sort of thing. I'm over that sort of bullshit. Living that sort of bullshit life. The sort of romanticized, sort of like stereotype of what a writer and thing. No, that's not a right. No, right or right. You get out there and you write. You live life, but you don't self-destruct. Why should you self-destruct? For art, I've done enough of my destructions in my time. I've done more than most will ever experience. Mate, I've got things I want to do, and I will do them. I know. So there you go. This is me being serious. I know, which is, yeah, I don't always do like this, but yeah. Like I say, I've had, it wasn't the greatest year. It wasn't my best year. It's been a hard year for me. Yeah, I can actually just mention 2 real highlights and things that meant something to me. The rest of the year was sort of sad in a way. I've had little moments which I've been happy about. That's about it. This year I just want to work towards making it a better balanced year. And there's a lot of things I've got to achieve, and a lot of things I finally want to try to put in order, make amends on some levels, and finally set myself into a new direction which benefits me and hopefully benefits other people in the long run. And that's about it. I know I've ranted on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that jokingly. I just I just got to get on. Yeah, if you watch this, well, thanks. And I don't know if it'll make a difference. This is just more for myself than anything else. If it's able to impart anything, I don't know if it will. If it does, well, cool. If it doesn't, well, it's life. There you go.